Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Grounded Empath. My name is Jessie and this is Ted. That worked out pretty well. Can you say hi, Ted? No. So it is a beautiful Saturday in March and I have decided to do some self-care this morning that I wanted to share with you because I am still really exploring what the heck it means to do self-care. I know that a lot of people have a self-care routine. If you look it up on YouTube, you can find all sorts of stuff about, self-care routines and self-care on a budget and all those things I've looked at. But I also like practical self-care, and that sounds so weird, but things that, that I can do for myself that are actually benefiting my household somehow. I don't know. I'm still really trying to figure out this self-care thing. So in general, we are home for the foreseeable future because of an illness. It's like Voldemort and Harry Potter, he who shall not be named. That's what this illness is on YouTube. But basically, we're going to be home for a little while and kind of hunkered down. So I decided that my self-care this morning was going to be working on my garden. I just started last year vegetable gardening, and I have to say it's one of the most therapeutic ththings I've ever done. I'm not good at meditation. I'm not good at even like sitting quiet in reading in a quiet space. In the summer, I'm okay at it, but I'm just not good at quieting my brain, and one of the only things that's ever worked for me has been gardening. So if you struggle with quieting your brain, you should really try it. There's actually a ton of science about how your body interacts with feeling earth, whether it's under your feet or whether it's, doing work with soil in your hands, that it actually has an impact on you as a human. And that I've known for a long time, and it's, there's actually some scientific evidence of that. So in the summer and the tail end of the spring, the beginning of the fall, I will go outside and I will walk around barefoot, and that's, they call it grounding. And I will do that once a day for at least 10 minutes just to like go and do something for myself. In the winter though, I'm not really a big fan of going outside barefoot and putting my feet on the cold ground. So what I have done is this past winter, I've tried to supplement my outdoor experience by utilizing my sunroom and some potting soil. So back here, over there's some tomato plants. They haven't really bore fruit. I don't know if I said that right. But they've been growing for a little while now from seed. And there's honestly something really cool about planting a seed and then watching it grow. And at this point, this is called a tom-tom tomato, I think. There's little tomatoes on there, and I grew those in the winter. So if you are somebody that has been interested in gardening, but you just didn't know how to get started, or it was daunting to you, try something inside. It really is therapeutic to work with soil, and to plant a seed in the soil and then watch it grow and kind of foster it. It's almost like you're taking your energy and you're putting it into something that is growing in front of you, and you feel like it's productive. It's a productive use of your energy, which, as being an empath, you are very cognizant of or you have to be very cognizant of where your energy is going. Are you putting it into, oh my God, Ted, trying to film with kids and dogs, it's a challenge. I've had to stop this video and start it like 5 times. But where you put your energy is something you really need to focus on as an empath. So if you put it into something productive, like a seed, like putting a seed in the ground and watching it grow and fostering it, and a plant developing, that is going to be helpful for you. So what I am going to do today is I am going to take my little tomato seedlings that I have, and I'm going to be replanting them into reused plastic cups. So I'm a very big environmentalist. I think that part of it might be the fact that I am an empath. I don't know, but I feel very strongly about environmental things and, you know, living plastic free. I have a whole other YouTube channel for that, actually. But we have tried to live as plastic free as possible for the last year and some change. And one of the things, though, is that we had all these red Solo cups from like years of, you know, having parties and stuff and having people over. And I was like, what the heck are we going to do with these? Because I don't want to just throw them out. That's counterproductive. But so I'm reusing them. I use them as little planters, and I plant my little seedlings once they've started. I plant them into the red Solo cups, and then from year to year I can just wash them and reuse them and relabel them if I need to. What's wrong, Ted? So anyway, I'm going to be taking those out of these little, I have my little seedlings here, and I'm going to be repotting them into the larger vessels so that when the time comes that they are ready to go outside, that I am ready to do that for them. So I think that spring self-care is, I find it to be the most regenerative time of the year. And I don't know if other empaths feel the same. So if you're an empath and you find that spring is like a really important time of year for you, comment below and let me know, because I'm really curious to see if it's just me or if other people feel that same way. See, there's a little seedling, and my hands are dirty, and I'm telling you, when your hands are in the dirt, you really do feel like a connection to something. So I think that in spring, again, it's a super regenerative time. Things are starting to bloom, and if you are somebody that maybe you don't like to go outside a lot, maybe you haven't fostered your connection with nature yet, find something super small. You know, I'm not a big fan of bugs. I know, I've been a biology teacher, I'm a science teacher, like people are like, oh, you should like bugs. I don't like bugs. I actually hate bugs. That was one of the biggest issues with me with gardening, was I was like, oh my God, there are garden spiders, there are wolf spiders out there. There are some big garden spiders, but it almost has helped me, because I'm like, well, that little creature has an energy, and I think it's almost like a Buddhist thing, that, you know, every living thing has a life, and you should respect that and allow that. And you know, in the garden, those insects are actually super beneficial. So when I'm outside, as long as they're not in my home, you can ask my husband, I'm not a big fan of spiders in the house. As long as they're outside and they're doing their own thing, I feel like I can actually have a little bit of a connection with them. I don't touch them, but I can respect them. So if you have like a phobia of going outside, I highly encourage this spring, go find one activity that you like outside, whether it is gardening, planting one herb, see, video, taping, and dogs. You know, start small with an herb like basil or mint. Now, if you do mint, you want to put it in a container, because mint will grow like crazy, and it can take over your garden or your yard. But if you like mint, go for it. You know, that is an easy thing. You can grow it in a container, and you don't have to start it from seed, but I do think that you get an extra connection to the plant. I think like I said, I think there's like almost this energy, like this thing came out of a seed. I planted that seed, and I feel like it's a physical manifestation of my positive energy. And again, you're here because you might understand what I'm talking about being an empath. But if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I might sound a little crazy to you. But that's part of the journey, is sounding crazy for a little while. But I think that, come here, Lou. Are you done barking at everybody? Oh, jeez. I think that, you know, it's like a positive manifestation of your energy. And we struggle as empaths, we struggle with negativity all around us, especially these days with, you know, we are going to be home for theoretically the next 2 weeks, on and off, going here and there if we need to. But being home, it might be a really good thing, but it might also be a very scary thing for you, a scary thought. Like, I was, you know, talking to a friend yesterday about this. What do you do when you are with a negative person and you literally can't get up and walk away? Like, you are trapped with them. Let's say it's a family member that you live with and you don't have the choice to just get up and walk away. If they're a really negative person, it actually physically drains you. So maybe you take 10 minutes out of your day and you go outside and you take a you know, bag of dirt, and you take a little planter and you plant some spearmint seeds or some peppermint seeds or basil seeds, and you water it. And then the next day you go out there and you check on it. And the next day you go out and you water it and you check on it. And in a few days you're going to have, or, you know, depending on the plant, you'll have a little seedling. And you will feel, okay, I just walked away from that negativity in my house, and I'm going to go and I'm going to focus on this positive, this manifestation of my positive energy. And I really do feel that it would be beneficial for you. Being stuck with negative people is a scary thought. And if you're somebody like I am also, so besides being an empath, I'm also too nice sometimes. I don't know. Like, I care. I want to make sure everybody's happy, and like, what can I do for them? And so the idea of walking away from somebody, even though that they might not be good for me because of their negativity, I still feel like I don't want to hurt them. So I don't want to hurt their feelings. So if you have something like a little vegetable garden or a little seedling that you would go and say, okay, I just need a little bit of a break. And then you go and you focus for 10 minutes on that positive energy that you are putting into that plant. That is going to help recharge you. Now, as the plants start to grow, there's even more benefit. So like, let's say you start with a little tomato plant. I highly encourage the mini tom tomato, or the like a determinant tomato. So that would be like one you keep in a container. If you already have a vegetable garden, or you're already like gardening pro, you already know what I'm talking about. But when you have a plant and all of a sudden you get like fruit on it, like if it's a tomato plant and you suddenly get fruit and you can eat that fruit, it becomes an even bigger positive experience for you. So I find that when I go outside in the summer and I am able to stand under my trellises that are the cheap cattle panel trellises, I can explain those. If you have any questions about that, put a comment below. While you're at it, like and subscribe to my channel, because the more that I feel like I'm having an impact, it helps me with my creativity and my creative process, and I love knowing that there's people that I could help. So when I'm outside and I'm under my trellises and I see my tomato vines and my cucumber vines, here's a cucumber plant I've been growing. See, a reused salad container. There's my cucumber baby. This is I think it's a Market More cucumber, and it's already doing really well. Got some pepper plants growing up next to it. So, you know, when I'm standing under those trellises and I'm picking little fruits, or I'm like binding the stems to the trellis itself, or whatever it is in the summertime, that is my meditation. That's my meditation. My brain slows down. For once, my brain slows down, and I am able to like focus on the activity that I'm doing. Lou, do you mind? I'm just trying to record a video here for YouTube. Why do dogs do this? Like, what is she? She's making her bed? Lulu, what are you doing, baby girl? What are you doing? Okay. Okay. She's like, I give up. I give in. Yes, a good girl. That's a good girl. Anyway, so, you know, when you get in that state of mind where you're able to actually quiet your mind, that is my meditative state. As opposed to, you know, sitting where on other channels I see people, other empaths, and they're sitting there, you know, yogi style. I would love to be able to do that. One day I hope to. But for right now, I'm not good at that. What I am good at is going outside, getting outside. Don't let the bugs stop you. Getting under the garden trellis, and that is my that's what meditation looks like for me. So in this beginning of springtime, especially while we are currently home, I highly encourage you, order it on Amazon. Order some stuff on Amazon. Get reduced packaging. They'll do that for you. Get some seeds. Get a few little seed starting kits, or get a bag of potting soil. Grab a container in your house. Get your hands in the dirt and put your energy into something and see the results. And I personally feel that this is a wonderful self-care spring routine for empaths. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have done this, if you know of other people who have, and if it works for you, if it works for them. I would love to hear your comments below. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on this video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. The more people that see this video, the better it is for everybody, and you know, the more people we can help. All right, guys, have a wonderful, beautiful spring day, and I'll see you soon.